I had a chance to sit down on Friday Morning Magic, our weekly live stream at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time right here on the channel, and take a look at the early spoilers for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And while I am pretty excited about this set, as you'll see in the video, you'll notice there's actually a moment that almost just breaks me as a Magic the Gathering fan. Here's a little preview. Am I wrong? Why are there so many things? B, why are the things that could be the same thing just not the same thing? Look at this dictionary. If you want to catch this live, you can tune in every single Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. But until then, I hope you enjoy my early takes on Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I tend to think, and this is totally my opinion, totally a very early opinion, I think Outlaws of Thunder Junction, I keep saying at, it's of. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is going to be a super fun set. I am so excited for this set. I'm aware that this doesn't speak to everybody. And it doesn't necessarily speak to me as like some Magic nostalgia or like pull at my Magic heartstrings anywhere. But I gotta tell you, it does look like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Like I'm trying to be over my character arc where I just like hate fun. I don't want to be that. This does look like a lot of fun. I mean, we're getting a staple right off the bat. Tiny Bones looks incredible. Oko looks like they did a reverse Oko. They were like, we can't have the most powerful Oko in the world 2 times in a row. We got to calm it down. And we got this Oko. But Tiny Bones looks good, man. I gotta tell you, Tiny Bones look good. Ralph says, I answer when you log out. I figured you did, Ralph. You are normally all over this stuff. You're normally all over the polls. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, this Oko is no Broco, in my opinion. This Oko is no Broco. No Broco the Oko. The art, again, and Magic gets a lot of flack for its art. This art's really cool. Like, this stuff's really cool. Oko is neat. What is this? This looks like the last scene in the Avengers, right? Hold on. Yeah, this right here. I can't click on it because it's not an image, it's a video. Here you go. The top left here. I can't. It's behind me. I can't find a better one. It's the one behind chat right there. That's the vibe I got. The first time I saw this, I was like, oh, is this the Marvel set early? Do we get the Marvel set early? So I think the art is awesome. It looks really neat. I understand it's just Magic characters and cowboy hats. Like, let's get this over with. This is now a support group. If you would like to get it off your chest that this is just Magic characters and cowboy hats, now's your time. I'm here for you. Because I am aware that this is just Magic characters with cowboy hats. 100% aware. Totally get it. So we're going to give you 10, 15 seconds in the chat. Just get off your chest. This is just Magic characters and cowboy hats. Like, just trust me. I have been saying it, and it feels better to say, and then I'm just over. I'm just like, okay, I've accepted it. Because it made me mad. It made me mad. And then I just said it, now I feel better. Go ahead. Get it off your chest. Doesn't that feel better? Doesn't that feel better? Now the full art lands here. It's just Will Smith in a cowboy hat. Who's getting slapped? Who's getting slapped in Outlaws of Thunder Junction? This is cool. The art in the full art lands having meaning. The mana symbol like being hidden in all of these lands here. So like if you squint, you can see the the mountain mana symbol. You can see the forest mana symbol. Obviously, the swamp one. The swamp and the plains ones are super on the nose. Like, these are... the island's a little bit harder to see. You kind of got to look a little bit deeper. But that's freaking cool. Having full art land that's not just, like, stuffed in there with, like, a little bit of meaning, that's where it's at. Marcus says, Wild Wild Junction. We're all going to the Wild Wild Junction. So this, yes, Scruffy Looking Gaming says best since Kamigawa. I can 100% get behind that. These are the best since Kamigawa. I love these lands. I love the direction they took those. And again, let's point it out again. The art here is good. The art here is just good. Now we're getting to the wanted posters. The Baron of TCGs, we're talking about the wanted posters. So this is where we're going to get into a bit of controversy. And I know, you come here for the controversy. You don't always come here for the positivity. There's a lot of positivity. I know some of you come here for the controversy. Don't worry. There is some controversy with this set. Don't you fear. Don't you fear. The first bonus sheet. Hold that in your back pocket. The first bonus sheet. Breaking news bonus sheet and the big score. So this just in. On a plane overrun with outlaws, crimes, way of life. And the breaking news bonus sheet is full of crimes. Crimes is taken directly from Commander anytime you do something to another player. It's not really, I'm being a bit hyperbolic, but it's funny that way. You'll find them in play boosters and collector boosters, and exclusively collector boosters. You can open textured foil versions. Couple things here. So Thoughtseize breaking news. This is really cool. The fact that they're leaning into the set and printing cards that the special versions feel super on brand for the set are really good. Shout out again to the Karlov Manor set. Not about whether you liked it or not. They did a good job of keeping the special versions of the cards very on theme for the set. I like that. Where you can, when you pick up a special version of a card, you're like, oh yeah, it's from that cowboy set. It's from that murder mystery set. Like, that is a positive change, leaning into their own theme. Now, could they pick better themes for some things? Probably, but leaning into the theme once you've chosen it is a positive. And the Thoughtseize textured foil being different. This is huge. The special collector version of the card being different than just the breaking news version is a win. It looks different. The special version is a bit more special. I know that we live in an area of variance, and I know that we want to eliminate a lot of the variance. I don't want to eliminate the high-end cards looking different. High-end cards, in my opinion, the chase cards of the set, the things you're meant to open collector boxes and try to get, should look different. And in the vein of that discussion, this is a win. This is good. This is a win. I like to see this. I like that you have crime and punishment in here. And like, I bet these colors on these special versions, these textured foils, are going to be super vibrant. I think it's going to be super vibrant. So this is, I believe, the breaking news. And we see, keep this in your mind, there's this mana symbol down here. And where there are outlaws, there are wanted posters. Now, this is not a bonus sheet, from my understanding. So this right here is just part of the main set. But there are wanted poster versions of characters. That's a win. Again, lean into your theme, lean into what you're doing. The wanted posters here, massive win. Do away with this. If we're going to get rid of some variants, and we're going to get rid of some stuff, do away with the random, just full art, full bordered stuff. Like, we don't need this. Hell to pay in full art, borderless, whatever you want to call this. We don't need this. These massive wins, this we could do without and cut back on the number of variants in the set. I think that would be cool. But here we go. Here's where things get a bit spicy. Here's where things get a bit spicy. So remember, we have the breaking news bonus sheet, and now we have cards from the big score. Different mana symbol. Cards from the big score belong to a special subset number 2, with their own set symbol, set code, and frame. and they are standard legal. Guys, this is Aftermath. This is Aftermath, and we realize that Aftermath doesn't work, and nobody buys the product. Big shout out to the dead Aftermath on my shelf behind me. And so we took Aftermath. We took Outlaws of Thunder Junction Aftermath. We took Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and we went, dude, we just smashed it together. That's all we did here. That's all we did here. We just smashed them together. It's the wildest thing in the entire world. We just smashed them together. Big Score was definitely supposed to be Outlaws of Thunder Junction Aftermath. Yeah, Marcus, 100% agree. 100% agree, Marcus. This was just Aftermath. Just like Karlov Manor was supposed to be a new Capenna set, I could believe that. I 100% could believe that. And we see that too. Like, more evidence of that is this, its own set symbol, its own set code. Oh, sounds like its own set, its own unique frame, and their standard legal. Explain to me how that's not just this. I'll wait. It's just this. It's just this. It's just Aftermath. Okay, so we have another set symbol. We're on to our second set, or our third set symbol, if you include the main set symbol already. We're on to our third set symbol. And here was, okay, so, and there's a commander run. So here's where we get kind of the amalgamation of the set, the big reveal at the end. Here it is. The regular Outlaws at Thunder Junction cowboy hat symbol. Outlaws at Thunder Junction Commander. It's a cowboy hat with something behind it, as you know, Commander. Here's the breaking news. The breaking news set symbol. The Big Score set symbol. By the way, hold on. Breaking news, not standard legal. Big Score is standard legal. Does everyone have their big long cheat sheet of cards when they open their packs, what they can and can't play in what format? Does everyone have that cheat sheet? We're going to keep adding to it. And then we have the special guests, which, by the way, remember, I've been a massive advocate for the special guests. But somebody explain to me. Somebody explain to me. Breaking news is a bonus sheet of crimes. So a bonus sheet of cards that affect your opponent. Cards that interact with the other player. Right? Not standard legal. Bonus sheet of cards included in the set. The special guest is a bonus sheet of reprints included in the set that aren't standard legal. I don't even remember the name. What is it? The breaking news. The breaking news is just a bonus sheet of non-standard legal reprints. The special guest is a bonus sheet of non-special standard legal reprints. What are we doing? Why are those two things? Why are these two things? These two things could be one thing. These do not have to be two things. These are two things. They only need to be one thing. There's two things in here that only have to be one thing. These don't have to be two things. Guess what? Big and Outlaws at Thunder Junction, they also don't have to be two things. They're both standard legal cards. They're standard legal cards. All they have to do is be one thing. This is insanity. Mr. TJ Longhair, excited to see Blake confused while explaining OTJ. Mr. TJ Longhair, thank you for the donation. Appreciate you so much. Oh, this box opening is going to be wild. We're gonna do a live box opening reveal. DJ Longhair has reminded me that on these confusing sets, one of the most fun things to do is on the day Wizards of the Coast opens the box, we do a reaction to their box openings as they're like, this is, I think this, and this is, and it's not Blake's fault. It's not Blake's fault. He shouldn't, there are two things here. the big expansion symbol and the OTJ, this could just be one thing. 2 of these could just be one thing. And then we still have 3 sets in one set. There's 3 symbols in one set. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? I know. This is, and if you watch the podcast this morning, which we're about to end the stream, so after we end the stream, I encourage you to head to Kitchen Table TCG and watch the podcast. I understand that I'm an old man yelling at a cloud right now. I understand that. Mr. DJ Longhair, your donation just came through. Let's go. Thank you so much for the donation. I understand I'm an old man screaming at a cloud. But like, am I wrong? Why are there so many things? B, why are the things that could be the same thing just not the same thing? Look at this dictionary. A set that's not a standard Magic the Gathering release. Do you remember when a standard release used to be one sentence? These cards are legal in standard. Got there. Like, this could just be one thing. Oh, why is this so many things? Anyway, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It looks like a lot of fun. The booster box art is insane. I'm a big fan. Marcus says, new subset alert. New subset alert. I love that. Oh, I love that. I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan of the box art here. This collector box looks really good. Like, I like the color scheme here. I like the art. I'm a big fan of this set. I don't understand this. I told you. Like, you got the full range of me in this conversation. Massive fan of this set. What is happening with this set? What a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. As I finish up my coffee this morning, I can't help to be grateful for all of you out there. You should meet with us live on Tuesdays. Blake opens it. First look spoiler for days for weekly MTG. Yeah. Listen, you know me. And if I'm ever available, I always pop into your emails and pop in there. I will have to record the opening as well, because this has got to be one that I've done a couple reactions to their box opening. It's a lot of fun. Just being like, hey man, why are there so many different... When you open a collector box, it's like there's 12 cards and you just make 12 piles. You're just like, every card is its own subset, man. It's so crazy. What's going on? All right.